This is DFM, the station with many faces.
This beat ain't normal.
And they call you no dancer. I say we can call you someone. Yeah, you leave me no choice, so very soon I go appear for your demand. And you had the tight dress on. When I saw you last night at the club.
Tune in to DFM Radio every Friday morning at 9 a.m. with your one and only Toluva Madriola as she brings to you the Youth Compass Show live on DFM Radio Manchester. Sponsored by Dangerous Media.
I'm in the middle of the street. How did I ever let you be?
Where the youth at?
This is
Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the Youth Compass on DFM. My name is Toluwa, as you all know, and I'm here with Mr. Dennis Joseph as my guest.
Good morning, everyone. Everyone out there, good morning.
Good morning. So, as you know, we always talk about issues that have to do with the young people, and today our topic is about friendship.
Right.
So, it's nice to have you here. So, I wanted to ask you a question. Do you still have friends that you had in primary school and secondary school that you still talk to right now?
Not really. Yeah, not really. A lot of them, I mean, time passed by, you know. Mm-hmm. So, when we were young, we usually hang around, do things together. But as we grow up, we develop interest in different things, right? Yeah. So, I had focus on something else, and they had focus on something else. So we just drift away.
All right. Well, for me, I still got friends from my, not primary school, but high school that I still talk to. Yeah. Because obviously I'm still in college now. So yeah, I'm not really.
It's temporarily.
Yeah.
It's a temporary thing. I guess that, and not only that, if you've, you guys, it could happen in this way that, the ones that you are with right now, they're still near to you, they're close to you. So, but within time, in time memorials, you guys will skip apart. Maybe you'll be living in New Jersey. And some of them are living in Australia and all that. So that alone can put a bridge between both of you.
Yeah, that's very correct. So do you have a best friend?
That's a funny question. You know, look, I would say I have best friends, or I do. I don't think I have a best friend. I'm not really sure if it's I don't know how to call it.
If you classify that person
I can't classify as a best friend.
I personally don't have a best friend. I just take everyone as my friend. You get what I mean?
Everyone is my friend. Best friend is I don't think there's anything called best friend. My opinion. Yeah. I believe that if you are closer, being my best friend, you're more like my brother. Right, so that means you are into me. You're like a family, right? Yeah. So I don't see you as best friends, but the terms best friends describes such person anyway. So
so you don't think best friends are necessary?
They do, yeah. Why not? Like 5 and 6. You're my 5 and 6, for example. Yeah. When I'm there, you're there. When you're here, I'm here. So it's necessary, yeah. Actually,
I feel like young people think that they need it. I personally don't think best friends are necessary, because you need to understand that sometimes you need to be able to do things yourself. You don't always need to rely on someone and think you can't do things by yourself. Well, and you need to have that.
Well, to look what the best friend does not mean that if I'm having the best friend, does that mean I can't do things for myself? Yeah. Right. Okay. It's obvious that best friend is someone who is very dear and closer to you, right? Like I just mentioned the word 5 and 6. When you count 5, and then the next thing you say 6. So when you're there, they're there, you know. And then when in terms of hardship or you had problems or whatsoever, they help you out. Okay. Not only that, they are people you could talk with. They're people you could hang around with. You know, like you girls, you know such things. You have your pet your friendships when you meet sometimes and then you talk about something.
But don't you think young people are quite quick to classify people as their best friends?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I buy your idea on that. I think that they're so quick in classifying anyone they see as their best friends.
Yeah.
I've seen a young person saying, "He's my best friend," or "She's my best friend." How many best friends?
How many best friends do you have?
I know that best friend has to be a single thing, right? If you want to, in my own terms, if I say best friend, it should be a single thing. Like I could pick out of the entire universe, I could pick one person as my best friend.
Yeah.
So there's no best friend in Canada or best friend in Nigeria or best friend in UK. There's nothing like that.
Yeah. So how do you think people can choose the right friends? Because we know that some people fall into the wrong hands of choosing the wrong friends who can lead them into doing bad things. So how do you think we can choose the right friends?
This is a difficult one. I'll tell you, sometimes as growing up at your youth age, you just said it all. It's very difficult for someone who hasn't seen life that much to decide on which friend is right or wrong. And this is where I'm going to say your parents play a very big role in your friendships, in terms of you picking your friendships, because they are watching you. If you're picking the wrong friends, for example, I'll give you a perfect example of that. You just picked a friend who doesn't go to school, in the morning catches you up in the morning, said, let's go to classes, right? You're supposed to be in classes, but no, you didn't go straight to the school. You went into the city and do something like running around the city the whole day and come back home with your bags and then telling your parents you were in school, okay? Not until your teacher sends a message to your parents and say that Toluwa has never been in school the past 1 week. And your parents are like, she's been going to school with David. They always come in the morning. David comes in the morning, picks her up, and then they say they're going to school. You know? So now you've been influenced by that bad friends. So now it's this is why I say your parents played a very big role on it. So they watch out for you to see that you make the right choices and being with the right friend at the right time, you know? So no, in other words, it's up to your parents to cut you off from that. David, for example.
Yeah, like I feel like parents need to know their children's friends, which is like it's really important. Like we stress this a lot. Parents need to have a good like relationship with their children, so they know like what is going on. Their parents need to talk to their friends, meet them, have a conversation with them, possibly meet their parents as well, so they can have a good idea on who these people are and how they do things. Because if you can see bad traits in that friend, then you'll be able to tell your daughter or your son that this is not the right person for you. This is not the right person you should be hanging around with, because they're not impacting your life very positively. That's right.
Let's keep some of the people online are giving contribution. One of ours, Umudide Alvin, DFM Nigeria, wrote, you can't really count
how many.
Yeah, you can't really count how many best friends one have, but out of your best friends, there is a particular one that stands out, which makes it one best friend. Well, I agree with him to a level, but still, you ended up counting all your best friends and having one best friend out of them. So it's still a single best friend.
Like for me, I have like 5.
So you could equally say the older ones are friends, while you have one best friend.
The other ones are close friends.
They're close friends, and you have a best friend. Yeah.
Like so, for me, I have like 5 close friends, but I don't really class any of them as my best friend. But I just know those are the 5 people that I can trust and I can speak to.
It doesn't mean that they're your best friends. Yeah. The best friend is something closer to this is it's my brother.
That's like your brother,
your family,
like your family.
Like your. It's like this. Now people use the terms like this is my brother from another mother.
Yeah.
This is my sister from another mother. So that is more like best friend.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Also, like we said, parents need to
watch out for their kids.
Friends that their children are hanging out with.
Let's give a shout out to one of the guys online. Lavina is watching. She says, "Hi guys, thank you very much, Lavina. Thanks for joining the show. Steve is online. Steve, God bless you. He says, I am here listening to my favorite DFM radio station, the best ever. God bless you. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.
All right. All right, go ahead. Yeah.
So I feel like if young people want to choose the good friends for themselves, they need to have friends that add a positive value to them.
That's right.
Not friends that make them do negative things or do not add any value to you. Because if you're hanging out with someone that adds no value to you, I'm sorry, but I don't believe that there's any point in that.
It doesn't bring anything. Yeah, someone is not. It's not even having. It's not adding any single value to your life.
Yeah.
All he does is just, or he or she just come sit, eat, or talk with you, or nothing.
Yeah.
So, for example, a best friend or a friend could be someone who you share academic thoughts with, right? You sit together, you talk about mathematics, or you talk about English. I've got a course coming up, this and that. I don't even know what it means. Can you join up with me so we can just go through it? You know what I mean? So, such friends could grow to become best friends as well.
Yeah. Also, you want friends that can encourage you to be the best you can be. You don't want friends who keep telling you, oh, you can't do it. I don't think you can do it. You want friends who will tell you, yes.
Those are negative friends.
If you try your hardest, you can do it.
You can do it.
They encourage you to be the best you can be. Yeah. And like you said, they help you with your schoolwork as well. Because I've got a friend who does like kind of the same causes as me.
Right.
So like most of the times when I talk to her on the phone or I'm with her, all we're doing is chemistry work because we're so bound. There's so much work that we're doing. So much work
that you guys are doing.
So we're just doing like chemistry work, and in between we can have a little chit chat. But that's it. But that's a good relationship because you're both helping each other academically,
right? And
you're having fun at the same time. And my mom absolutely loves this girl. We love her. She's such an amazing person.
You see what I mean by parents digging into your friendship's life. Yeah. So they're friends you have, your parents watch closely and see, okay, this one works fine for my daughter. Mm-hmm. That one doesn't work fine for my daughter. Mm-hmm. You know. So, but I'm going to tell you one thing that sometimes it's really difficult for parents when the kids make the wrong choices by picking the wrong friends. Now it depends individually. It depends on the person. Some kids would not want to leave that bad friend. Mm-hmm. Okay, and the parents would do all they can, like putting more pressures, but it's not by force. But there are ways you could work things around. It's either you work for good to change your kids to see the reality about the friendship she has with that person, or you work towards changing the other person, to rhyme to the condition as you want it to be of your own child. Yeah. Right? So it's either I try to change the other person, but some people are not worth changing. That's true, yeah.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah.
We also need friends that they aspire for great things. You don't want friends who just want to be average.
No.
Because I'm not going to lie to you, like the world is like developing so quickly. You cannot be average. If you choose to be average, then unfortunately you're going to be left behind.
That's brilliant of you. That's true, yeah.
If you have people around you that are willing to be average, then they are not.
You just have to drop them off.
You need friends who aspire for great things, and they urge you as well to aspire for great things.
Just drop them down. All you need to do is drop them down.
Yeah.
Drop them down and let them go. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And also,
before you go on the other one, let me dig in again. Some because we could watch out and see for some contributions from the people out there. Duke Jackson in the house. Thank you very much. Duke Jackson says, we have friends even in families, just like we do outside. But truth is not telling them, but showing them how much you love them. Nice program, guys. Yeah, that's from Duke Jackson. But he's right though on that one, because you could have friends in your family, right? You could develop best friends out of your family relationship, you know. Yeah. So, and he's right on that one. I think I got the point of what he's trying to say. Mushe in the house. She says, thoughtfully topics. I am learning a lot now. I know who is a friend, best friend, and close friend. Thank you very much. Thank you. Watching from Namibia. God bless you on that one. All right, you can dig in. But the truth is, let's talk about this too. Let's concentrate on the family aspect. Though it's true that you could have a best friend out of your family. I knew that when I was growing up, within my family bloodline, I developed friendship with my immediate last brother. Very, very close. We're so close that we do things together. You hardly think that we are brothers. You know. So, but that one is good. Yeah, thank you very much on that one.
Yeah.
All right.
And obviously, we've said that we believe that some friends are closer than they have a closer relationship to you than you have with your
siblings. Yeah.
So yeah, like it's really hard to find good friends these days, because the one thing I've noticed as well in young people as well is there's a lot of jealousy, which I don't understand where it's coming from, but it's something that is quite open now. There's a lot of jealousy going on around. People don't want to see you succeed, which is not actually just for young people. It's an open people as well. It's an open issue. Elderly people as well, old people.
Right.
Like, they're just hating, envy. They don't want to see other people do better than them. So this is hard for you to find good friends, because if your friend is jealous of you, well, that's not your friend.
So now this is where I come up with the last one of the last show we had, which has to do with depression, which I talked about, which we talked about lately. The people, most of your friends that you see that are jealous, that don't want you to strive, they don't want you to be anything better. All they know is like, if you go in the right direction, they channel you back to the wrong direction. These are depressed people, right? Okay. When someone is depressed, they are just not into you. All right. All they see is black shadows. All right. So that's one part. Let's don't dig into depression, because it's going to be a long drama all the way around. But I think that part, in terms of jealousy, these are not good friends, right? But it takes time.
I don't even classify them as friends.
Yeah, but the thing is that most of these kids, it takes time for them to identify such people.
Yeah, true.
Right? You might be thinking, it takes you time. Some of them at your youth age, you have them, but you still think they're your friends, right? Okay, let's don't use the word best friend. You think they're your friends, but they're channeling you to the wrong directions. They're jealous about your life. They see you making flying colors, but they don't like it, all right? All they want to see you fall. They don't want to see you succeed.
Yeah.
Now, with time, when you grow up, getting between the age of 26, 27, getting to 30, you now realize that, oh, that guy was not good for me, or that lady was not good for me, you know? So, but it's not easy for you to identify them. It's very difficult sometimes, because you are so blind in the name of friendship.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he's my friend. And your parents said, that person's not good. No, he's my friend. You know what I mean? So these things happen. Yeah. Right. So it's really, really difficult for you to identify such people. 80% of this youths don't see black shadows in their friendship at the beginning, but they tend to see it maybe later in the future when they start thinking properly. Yeah.
It's just something that we need to make the young people aware of, so they understand that certain people are just not good for them. And you keeping that person in your life is just making you be stagnant and stay in the same position for quite a long time. You're standing
in one position. Alvin says, Alvin, one of us, says, these days, some parents don't really care about the kind of friends their children hangs out with, which is not really good for our society at large. They welcome everyone, the children, they welcome everyone, the child. Let me read, it goes on. They welcome, where am I right now?
They welcome everyone the child brings in.
They welcome everyone the child brings in the house without proper background check. That's true. He's absolutely right on that one. As parents, it's good to know the company your children are keeping, if is a bad one or a good one. That's to enable you put them on check and on the right track. Yeah. I need new glasses. I can't see. But I think he's. What do you think about that? Yeah, he's right on that one.
I think that is absolutely correct. Like, for example, I'm going to use myself as an example. I can say to my mum, "Oh yeah, this person's coming over." It can be like a new friend.
Yeah.
And she'll be like, "Okay." She'll come. My mum will have a conversation with this person.
Right.
She'll ask them how they're doing. She'll ask them what you do in college.
Yeah.
About your family and stuff.
Right.
And then after they've left, my mum will ask me more questions. Just to make sure.
She wants to know, yeah.
But obviously my mum can, she'll pick up things that she might think maybe it's okay, or things that she thinks is not all right. And which she will let me know and make me aware of it.
I mean, your parents are looking up to you.
Yeah, I've been quite lucky to have good friends. I'm not gonna lie, people I classify as my friends right now, I've got 5.
You've got
five friends.
Five friends.
Everybody else is like an acquaintance. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So those are the people that I can classify as my friends because they're always there for me. They support me. They're just nice people.
Right.
Do you get what I mean? And they have great aspirations as well, which makes me gives me the drive.
Right.
Because they want good things. So if they want good things, I need to want good things.
You need to want good things as well. Yeah.
So yeah, that's the kind of things that my mom does. My dad asks me questions as well.
Yeah.
And if he's not happy with certain things, he'll let me know now.
Yeah.
It's not, they won't force me. Now it's left to me to make that right decision. Okay, do I want to carry on being friends with this person or have this person in my life?
And to add to that, friendship sometimes helps in terms of academic structure.
Yeah.
You could have a friend who's doing very well in school, and then you're not doing very well. It could add to that in terms of act of jealousy. That why is she doing well? I'm not doing well.
Yeah.
So I have to step up my game as well. You know what I mean? So it strives you wanting to know more, and then and going to her and ask her, you know, how do you do it? You get flying colours. You get good grades in school. But help me out. I want to be like you. You know what I mean? So sometimes friendship helps in terms of you watching out to your friend as a role model.
Yeah. It helps in different aspects.
In different aspects. Yeah.
Education-wise,
Right.
financial-wise. A place to stay sometimes.
Right.
You never know what could happen to
or
you.
your friend is doing good in terms of business-wise. How you doing it? How do you do it? Your business is moving. You're making money. What about me? You know?
Yeah.
Let's forget about youth, actually. Like, talking about the advanced people. They do watch out for themselves. So like, my buddy, he just started a business and he's just striving very good. I've been in the business for years. I've not done anything. I can't, looking up to a friend who's doing the same thing, not identical as you were doing it, but you look up to a friend and then find out that, okay, I could learn from him,
Yeah, I absolutely agree. So like friendship is quite complicated. But
it's a complicated thing.
I mean, all the topics we do here is quite complicated. Not gonna lie,
they're complicated issues.
But yeah, it's just things that we need to talk about and just like have our little opinions. And obviously, we'll have other people who tell us what they think as well.
If you would love to give an advice to a friend who has a friend who is more jealous, right, of your success. A friend who deviates you channel you from the right direction. Right? What will you do? What would be your advice?
My advice is just drop him.
Drop them.
Drop him. And go.
Drop it and go.
And go.
And go. That's the door. And then you use the word, please don't forget to shut the door behind you.
Don't forget to close the door. Well, another thing you can do is you could have a conversation with them and just try, because like sometimes some people just need someone to talk to.
Yeah.
So if you have a conversation with them because you feel like, you know what, this friendship is worth it. And if we can talk through it, we can make it work.
We can make it work.
Have a conversation with them and try and see things from their perspective and see how they think. And why they think in that certain way, and make them understand that, look, whatever you're going through, I'm doing well in my business. I'm willing to help.
I'm willing to help
in
you
whatever way or form that I can help you with.
Right.
So I'm here with you. Your family's here with you. We're praying for you. Yeah. It's okay. You need to let them understand that everybody does not blossom at the same time. Your time will come. Or maybe they're not doing something right and you'll be able to, you say, you know what, let's just check what you're doing and see if there's anything wrong that you're doing.
Absolutely.
And make them understand that you're here for them no matter what. Just because you're doing better than them does not mean you don't want to be their friend.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
And if that person still doesn't see things after you've explained it to them, then it's time for you to go.
That's true. So. What about parents that are not watching closely? Like Alvin said, most of the parents don't care what kind of friends their kids has or their kids hanging out with. What about parents like that? What advice do you have for parents on such terms?
I feel like it's just really important for you to just know the kind of friends that your children are having, because they could go and be friends with a gang member, a drug dealer, and then when something bad happens, they'll be like, oh, I never knew. Well, it's a bit too late now. So you need to be able to be on top of your game.
Right.
Know the people that your children are hanging out with.
Yeah.
It's very important. You need to know exactly where your children are. Like, I'm not saying don't let them go out or anything. Like, I asked my mom to go to parties and stuff.
Yeah.
My mom wants to know where it is, So if anything happens, she'll know exactly where to come and get me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She wants to know where it is, who's having it, what time it's going to be, and make sure I have a lift back home.
Yeah.
So those are the things that parents need to be able to like
aware of,
be on top of their game about, because it's really important. Their children is their future. Their children is going to carry on their legacy. Their children are going to have their names.
That's right. Toluwa just said it now. Step up your games, parents. Step up your games.
Important.
You want to keep your legacy, then step up your games, parents.
Those are the things that they need to do.
Right.
So yeah, I think that's my advice for parents.
That's a massive one.
Yeah.
But to add to that, I want you guys to know that there is no such things as best friend, like counting 10 best friends or 5 best friends. In my own opinion, the definition of best friends is a best friend has to do with somebody closer to you, just one person in the entire universe. You could, like Toluwa just said, you could have close friends, you could have friends. But when you define best friend in your terms, it should be of one person, so close to you, more like a brother or a sister.
Yeah.
Let's use the term my brother from another mother or my sister from another mother.
Yeah, that's good. So I've got one more question for you.
All right, go ahead, dig it.
One more question.
one more question.
Are you ready for this?
I'm going to explode for it.
Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready to explode.
So my question is, will you be my friend?
Oh my God! That one was good. I didn't see that one coming. Absolutely. Yeah. I would love to be your friend. I would love to be your guardian. I would love to be all of that.
Thank you.
So I can guide you in the right part.
I'll be your friend as well. I'll be your friend.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. I love that one.
Anyway, thank you everyone for joining.
Thank you, guys.
The Youth Compass. We'll be back here next week Friday, same place as you are. We hope you have a lovely day and see you next Friday. Thank you.
Thank you very much, guys.
This is DFM, the station with many faces.
DFM.
This is DFM, the station with many faces.
This beat ain't normal.
And they call you no dancer. I say we can call you some more. Yeah, you leave me no choice, so very soon I go appear for your demand. And you had the tight dress on. When I saw you last night at the club.
Tune in to DFM Radio every Friday morning at 9 a.m. with your one and only Toluva Madriola as she brings to you the Youth Compass Show live on DFM Radio Manchester. Sponsored by Dangerous Media.
I'm in the middle of the street. How did I ever let you?
Where the youth at?